We just got in our new PSA frames. Thank you to everyone who joined with us earlier while we were on the road, and yesterday when we did our lives. It's greatly appreciated. But we ended up getting those PSAs full size, compact, and micro. There we are. FE Ordnance, what's going on? Those PSAs finally came in. Oh, I just picked them up earlier today. Can't touch them though. Realized I am scant a barrel though. Murky, how goes it? So the white one there is minus a barrel. All the other ones are at the shop. Barrels are ELD performance. It's been a long day myself. Shop, did the side job. Took a chunk in the metal of my sidewall of my tire, so that was fun. Always fun changing a tire at 105 on the side of the road. Thanks for everybody popping in. What should we call tonight's? I guess we'll call it PSA. PSA Daggers. There we go. Is not at all. And I'm a big man. Go. I wish I could auto set all of these to English. Go select them every time. There we go. And save. Welcome to everyone who just popped in. We just picked up a few brand new PSA dagger frames from our FFL. So I just got to get some UPKs and some more barrels together, and I'll be able to show off some more bills. Let's see what we got going on here. Stiff Nation, Don J. So man, I was very off on the estimate for when they're sending them. They're sending them today. Yeah, I did not realize that our painters had worked that fast because I thought they were busy with something else. But they're getting your slide sent to you today. Oh, be right back. Hey, Flying Rich. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. People brought me food. Oh yeah, I'm really happy they got that out, Don J. So yeah, we got these PSA dagger frames in. We did that 3 set for the 43, the 19, and the 17. Cost about $1.50. In addition to shipping and handling. Thank you, Gunnar. And now I got the dog here trying to beg me for food. Not with the guns on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
I think it might still be up, Rich. It was the micro, the compact, and the full size for $150. They were calling it their, what was it, Christmas and July sale? Oh, Mickey D's. I mean, it's not a matter of number, per se. Oh, God, no. They're way too expensive to be doing this on a regular basis. You know, when you had $2 to your name, they used to be there for you. Let's see. Dual 2 Glocks? What do you mean, Chris Smith? It is still there, Rich, but it is no longer 150. It's now 170. Though they do have a PSA 15 and a dagger for 800. I don't know, that might be worth it. What do you guys think? The 150, that was definitely better. Filet mignon math. If I can buy a loin of filet mignon at Costco for 130 bucks and get 10 meals out of it. You know, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. No, I've never dual-wielded pistols. I am not Billy the Kid. Oh, can we not? I've been saying our website's one. Would it be sneaky? It's now 170 rupees. You are in the right place, Rebel Spirit. You are among friends.
Give it to him.
Dang, Rich, how was that? No, stop begging. It's a great little alarm dog, but she's a coward.
That's not. Charge back up. So we're going to get.
Yeah, that's kind of what we have, and we have the daggers just for testing. Of course, we test them on OEM and Polymer 80 and SCT manufacturing too. But it's nice to have the PSAs just there for testing. Grab them, throw them onto the range real quick. Oh, nice. Which 1911 did you get? No. No, you're a tiny little thing. You can't keep begging for food. It's because they're cheap, Matt. That's what it is. It's hard to turn... Now, don't be wrong. There's better options out there. It's just... It's cheap. Where are you getting a lower frame for 40 to 60 bucks? Minecraft. You know, that already has the LPK installed. Nobody else is doing that. That's what makes PSA so attractive. She's already gotten a French fry. She's gotten many French fries. She's a good little beggar. And Merrill offered... Yeah, that's about what ours are going to cost. Well, actually, we're going to start making the 43s. I mean, one of the reasons we got the 43 was because we're going to start making 43s. Oh, what are you barking at? None so far yet. I've never had a damaged frame. We got a fun story about a customer's damaged frame, though. Let me grab one here. There we are. So it was this SM19 Hellet slide, and they put it on a PSA frame. And the issue was, as you can tell, this is not ported slide, but they put a ported barrel in it. The slide took it like a champ. The frame did not. Heck, that slide's running on another frame now, at least as far as we understand. Oh, and that's shimmer aluminum that we have? Yeah, that's a cool color. Since most of the YouTube ones I've seen can't shoot for crap, I'm gonna go with that, I guess. That said, the downside is they do have accuracy by volume. And as a former machine gunner, I am familiar with accuracy by volume. You know what the world needs? A modern LeMat. That's what we need, a modern LeMat revolver. You can always 3D print the frames. From what I've seen from some other people, at least if you're doing it practice-wise, they seem to be able to survive anywhere from 100 to 200 rounds of use. Yeah. The old LeMat from the Revolution, or not from the Civil War. 9-shot. It was back then. It was in 36 or 42 caliber, but it also had a 20 gauge shot shell. So, what do we do this modern day? Maybe do it 9 shots of 357, and then still have the 20 gauge. Or is anything larger than 410 not allowed with a pistol anymore? I mean, they got away with it with the governor and the judge, so why not, 20 gauge? I mean, I don't know about a 12 gauge, but 20 should do okay. Man, your wrist is not going to love you. That is the goal, EDC, to never have to. But if you have to, that's why we RMR cut all of ours. Maybe we'll do one that have no optics. No, you know better. Shoot. Yep, that we do, Rebel. Stiffler Manufacturing. We sell Glock style slides in the 19 and 17 in Gen 3, and we are working on a 43. Well, next week it looks like I'm going to have to do a lot of range testing. Used for pistol braces. The 12th gauge revolver. Taurus made a 28 revolver, and... Huh. You can't count video games because we'd all have a handheld 40mm grenade launcher. Well, upside to Gen 3, or any of them really, is that you can make them fit on other frames. So the Gen 3 can fit on a Gen 4 and a Gen 5 with minimum modification. Same thing with like the Glock 19 can fit on a Glock 45. The Taurus Space Cannon. Quite possibly. It seems there is a resurgence in interest over the supposed Glock 26X. So after we do the 43, yeah, we might do a 26. Well, if what I've heard is true, what they're supposedly doing, Don, is they're going to do a bigger 26 frame and keep the slide size. .28 gauge revolver. Yeah, a lot of people use the 19 mag, and I'll do a magwell extender. And kind of make a faux 26X. But supposedly, and I say supposedly, Glock is making an official one. So, you know, we'll see. But it is bringing back some interest in the 26, so maybe we will make a 26 slide. That's true, and that's just because California has banned, for those of you that don't know, California has banned Generation 4 and 5. should get that dog mittens. I don't know if Rich is still here, but that little dog does the same thing yours does, Rich, where they scratch your leg. Is the P10 the CZ? People keep asking about it. All Glocks are banned by 2026. Is there any sort of loophole in there about clones?
Hey, that's the
Don J says it's any convertible pistol, which means Glocks won't be for sale in California, and also the Shadow Systems, which is a clone, will be banned too. By convertible, do they mean like what? People with switches? Is that what they're talking about? I'm not personally a fan of switches, but I wouldn't say ban them. It's kind of like the bump stock. I personally think it's stupid, but I'm not for banning it. Bump firing, switch firing. The vast majority of people I see that utilize those couldn't shoot regularly anyway, so they're just spraying and praying. Not to say that you couldn't use it as a good tool, it requires a lot of training. It requires range time that people are not putting into it. That, and as we all know, it hinders directors of the ATF. What? What, you just want attention now? But I don't have any food. I got nothing. Yeah, it is kind of weird seeing some kids with stuff like that, but certain cities are certain cities. What are you going to do? Oh Oh, you know something cool we're doing is we're sending out a slide to a charity for kids who learn how to do hunting and stuff.
No, what?
And dog's just going around begging everybody for food. I don't know. I don't personally like them, but I'm not going to go and ban them. Yeah, well, we got you all here. Feel free to ask any questions. We mill all these from 17-4 stainless steel. Everything comes with a Trijicon RMR optics cut. Got a wide variety of Cerakote options. Various different stencils, courtesy of Tactical Penguin. All of our RMR covers are aluminum, not plastic. We are not an FFL though, so we can't take transfers for anybody. Alberto, what about Leo Precision Slides? Pretty sure they're out of business now.
Okay.
I think they sold everything off. This one here is a Stiffler Manufacturing SM19 Hellet, and that is an SM19 Viper, and that is the SM19 Turbo. Do I have a zoom? Yes, I do. One tick. There we go, and zoom. SM19 zoom slide with lightning stenciling from Tactical Penguin. I presume you're seeing some similarities there with the Viper. I like the purple lightning, but I wonder if we could do something with Mystique, which is an FX series, kind of like Gun Candy. Nathan, how are you? Italian. Welcome from America to Brazil. I thought he was going to comment more, but I guess not. So for those of you that saw his statement, we've talked about this before. Early on in our history as a business, we worked next to and with Leo Precision at one point. We no longer do, and if I remember correctly, or if I understand everything correctly, they sold their business. But we have not worked together or interacted with each other in over 2 years. Big O, what's going on? Where's everyone from? We're from Arizona. Matellum says he's from Brazil. California. Arizona, yeah. Don't mess with the pangolins, Don. Don't mess with the pangolins. Or the bats. Johnny B, what's going on? Thank you. Let's see, what do we have in here? I want to say a little bit of Jesse James Eastern Front Green, a little bit of Glock Flat Dark Earth, and some Desert Sand. Thank you. We top that off on a PSA Dagger. Use an ELD Performance Barrel and an SCT Manufacturing Parts Kit. And I just realized the optics cover was on there. Fix that. And we're using a Wolfex Pro optic from Siley Optics. Because my Gideon Optics Omega Red Dot is on loan. A sparkling Cerakote. Could be burnt bronze. Could be anything with metallic flake, really. Gold, shimmer, aluminum. Larry, how are ya? Serenity, how are you? Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. Yeah, it's been getting around. I've been meaning to test the Wolf EDG. I have tested the Wolf X Pro, but not as far as I'd like. I've taken it to the range, I've dumped 200 rounds through it. It runs just fine at a range, but I need to take it out to the desert. It just needs to cool down a bit more. Hey, Flying Rich. Oh, then you probably missed my comment earlier, Rich. I was saying our dog does the same thing yours does. The leg scratching. With the grip modules? I don't think so. At least no plans for it presently. Come here. She's just like, no, you don't have food. You're not my friend right now. I've seen Olight's, it seems to be hit and miss. I know if you've seen him, Poppy the gun guy, he's done some Olight testing, and he's a bit iffy on it. But his testing is all kind of related to, like, drop testing and other things. And I believe he had an incident where the reticle would disappear during firing sessions. A lighter removal tool. Okay, so there we go. Mussolini there is saying that it shuts off during gunfire with the Olight Odin. Okay. Now, the Siley one I have here, the Wolf X Pro, has not shut off during gunfire. I just haven't done a drop test on it yet. I mean, I could. Could do one here, just I can't shoot it immediately afterwards. And then there's magic, shifting things around. 'Cause it's magic. Totally not touching anything. Why not? Well, there we go. It survived. Nah, not yet, unfortunately, Rich. Though I'm not sure if we can actually build one. We just keep going to a range nearby. Yep, no issues. I mean, that was chest height, but... Yep, I can still swap between reticles, red dot to crosshairs, etc. What do you think of the daggers rather than just buying a used Glock? So, the daggers are good for their price. There are better options out there. But that's not to say that they're bad. If you can get a dagger build and you can put 500 to 1,000 rounds through it and you feel comfortable carrying it, go for it. Not running into any issues. Hey, Reaper, how's it going? Johnny B. Well, I know it fit on Flying Rich's Ruger RXM. So now I know they fit. Still got to do some range testing. I think I'm having an issue with parts kit I've got, so I might need to get a new one. So Johnny B, the reason that happened, and I could be a little off on the timing, but if you remember the Polymer 80 lawsuits, there were multiple cities and states that sued a single business for the actions of their own citizens. Now, unfortunately, at this point in time, Polymer 80 has already long gone under. But the Supreme Court has set precedents in, and Rich, feel free to correct me on this one, but I think I want to call it Smith & Wesson v. Mexico. So essentially the Mexican government tried to sue Smith & Wesson and say that, hey, your guns are getting across the border and you are responsible for what criminals do with them. So that makes no sense. None of us are responsible for what other people do. Mostly. I mean, stuff involving your kids and anything you incite is your issue, but that's a whole other discussion. But anyway, Supreme Court ruled in favor of Smith & Wesson on this issue. And if P80 was still around, I don't know if they could use that precedent, as part of their argument, but it's not P80's fault that some hood rat in Philadelphia or Chicago or wherever did bad things. Just like it's not Ford's fault or Toyota's fault or whoever's fault that someone goes out drunk driving. But unfortunately, P80 lost in court in multiple cities, and it cost them millions. Yeah, mine is a very, very watered down explanation of that court case, but I mean, if you want to check it out, definitely look into it. It's a little interesting. Well, what you might see as an issue with, Dan, I can't show you this. Okay, so you get a PSA dagger. When you get it, inspect it. You might need to go through and actually deburr something. You might need to go through and polish your rails. So you might need to do a little bit of work, but the dagger should work fine. Hey, Blue Average Utah Dad, what's going on, man? Again, not to say that there's not better options out there, but for its price point, you're getting something decent. Exactly, Rich. It's not the gas station's fault. It's not the drill company that got the oil. It is the person who did it that is responsible. Anti-gunners love blaming a tool. But it's not the pencil's fault that you misspell a word, or in this case, your smartphone. Well, maybe your smartphone. Maybe the autocorrect sucks. I don't always mean duck. It is not the fork's fault, the manufacturer who made it, that you're fat. It might be McDonald's fault, but you still chose to buy it. So you can't go around blaming people for shit. Gotta have a little bit of personal responsibility. Baba Booey, what's going on? Polish thrilled. Big oil. I have not. Some of our customers have. They said they like it. I don't own one yet. I believe FV Ordnance has tried it out to a significant degree. I just don't have any experience with it. That's the downside to being a small business, is all the money goes into the business. Every once in a while, we got to spend some money buying stuff for the business, like frames and stuff to do testing with. But that's all really well planned out. Because it's like, oh, okay, hey, let's go buy a Shadow Systems. It's like, no. Hey, let's go buy this gun. No. 17M? Like Glock 17 slides? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Gen 3. Currently have a standard slide and 2 ported slides for the 17. The Zoom, the Turbo, and the Viper. Oh, how do you like it, Rich? Clint Morgan really likes the Shadow Systems if you don't want to spend a lot of customizing. Okay. The 17 will fit the full-size frame. The compact fits the 19, and the 43 fits the micro. And swap. Oh yeah, Rich, if we end up sending another one, well, I think we'll take it to the range first. Make sure everything's good to go. But let me know what you do with your range strip when you get a chance. From your site, the SM17 slides won't fit the compact dagger because I swapped my PSA slides on both lowers. One tick. Where's my full size? I don't have a UBK for it or a barrel, but... Actually... Oh, I got the full size S, not the full size. Damn it. I done messed up, Rich. I done messed up. Hold on, let me check this. Yep, I done messed up. This is my bad. Ah, son of a gun. Okay, so the full size S that I have, shit, is good for the 19X. Thought I was good. I should have read. I should have read better. That's my bad. That's okay. This will be good to have too. Silver linings. So yeah, the full-size PSA frame is supposed to fit 17s. The full-size S that I have is for 19Xs and 19s. Son of a bitch. We all learning things. That's okay. I should have read more when I was ordering this. I got the 43. That's what I really wanted. I got the 43. I spent money pointlessly. I'm sure we've all said that in this hobby. Okay. I will be doing a 19 build in the near future and want thread and RMR cut for the drop safe SIG frame or Glock internals with SIG grip form. We're not touching the P320, I can tell you that right now. That said, though, we do have threaded barrels that will fit our 19s and 17s, and all of our slides are RMR cut. Yep, Don J. We lost Ozzy. We lost Hulk Hogan. And SIG took an airman from us, apparently. How do we get the finish on the Space Worn upper? So it is a simulated wear. It is distressed wear. Like simulated distressing. So kind of like a battle worn, but different. Whereas a battle worn is often simulated utilizing Cerakote, this is distressing. Purposeful distressing. Thank you, Tragic 007. Also, since that popped up, what's everyone's favorite 007? This is bullshit. I can't believe I didn't read this. Look at me making mistakes. Hey, look, I'm faster than the ATF. Okay. Oh, did it too soon. There we go. Okay, so here is the cam on the full-size S frame. So full-size short. So it's just too short for a 17, unfortunately. I suppose I could get an adapter, but it's what I get for not reading. Oh, here we go. Johnny B. Glock was sued in Chicago, and they didn't decide that Illinois residents don't deserve firearms. So I don't know. Sort of leaves the bad taste when PS... I get what you mean. I get what you mean, Johnny B. So to do a kind of comparison, and it's not quite the same, but for example, Michigan is talking about banning gun colors. So anything that's not dark green, black, gray, tactical colors, really. You know, tan, burnt bronze is okay, I think. Stainless is okay. But anything like this red here, or this black and white lightning, or my white slides, or our pink and green and blue and purple, any of those slides would become illegal if that law passes. And so we would have a decision to make. Do we just only sell tactical colors to Michigan, or do we just cut them off completely? Yeah, and that's what Below Average Utah Dad is kind of going in there, is they don't want to deal with Chicago or Illinois. And I know other businesses that they've kind of made the same decision. They're like, you know what? This city voted on it, or you know what? This state voted on it, and we're cutting them off. Because they don't want to deal with the potential lawsuits that might follow afterwards, like what happened to Polymer 80. Because the government suing you, they can always find more money. Which is the downside. The government suing you can always find more money for their legal defense. Yeah, it's like a 19. Kinda. Yeah, it's kind of like a 19X. I mean, honestly, it feels a little better, to be honest, so maybe I'll use that. I don't know, I'll still have to take it to the range and dump 500 rounds through it, but... Goldfinger was your favorite? Goldfinger was good. What does everyone think of rose gold on top of hunter orange? That might look pretty good, actually. That or copper. Copper or rose gold would look good. Where do we get the frames from? The frames are from Palmetto State Armory. Just sent you that email I was talking about. Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, like for stuff like that, always send us an email so that we don't lose it in the vast amount of instant messages we get. I can always look at emails later. I've got one guy, I keep telling him to email us, and he insists on IMing us, and it's just like, dude, I'm sorry. I keep losing your messages in the sea of messages. Just email us. Oh, got a message from Rich. Let's see here. Okay, on the left, okay, it appears to me there's... and to move its full length of travel. Short answer, yes, Rich, but if there's something wrong with it, that might explain this. I'm gonna screenshot that and send that over to them. Make sure we check our measurements. And let us know too if the UPK is an issue, but that could be it. There we go. Buy a gold barrel and a gold magwell with the Hunter Orange and a gold mag base plate. Johnny B, I guess I don't sell there. Sucks for the business, sucks more for the customer. I definitely didn't vote. Yeah, it's what really sucks, man. Like, there's a bunch of Northern Californians who did not vote for all the bullshit that Los Angeles and San Francisco and San Diego are pushing through. Like, as much as we all rip on California, there is a, community there that did not vote for that, and they're kind of stuck with it. But, like, a lot of our decisions, for example, and I imagine a lot of other businesses are the same way, is measured growth and risk. Everybody, below average Utah Dad, everybody wants a piece of Stiffmeister's barrel. Oh yeah, I saw it, Rich. It makes sense. I'm gonna have them look at that, see if there's something worn down that shouldn't be. Just let me know if the UPK is any change in it, and I'm gonna get with them on this tomorrow morning. Reno maybe heading the charge. What, Nevada? Actually, wasn't Polymer 80 in Nevada? UPK no change. Okay. Okay. It's okay. We're gonna fix it. Unlike SIG, we fix things. Yeah, the downfall of P80, it's a lesson for a lot of businesses. It's a lesson for politicians. It's a lesson for gun owners. And, a thing like, for example, that we learned with that is that people have asked us, hey, Stiffler, you don't have a Glock 20 or a Glock 21. Would you be willing to take down payments? No. No, we're not going to do that. And part of the reason is like what happened with P80 is they did the same thing, but then they lost everything in all the lawsuits. And what if something happens and we take everybody's payments and we spend it on all the steel and the new machines and to get everybody's orders ready? and then we go under and you're all out. Same thing that happened to them. Is everyone lost everything. Your funds effectively donated to their legal defense. And I don't want to do that to people. If something happens, I don't know. Could be anything. Could be an act of God, and we can't. No, we're not gonna do that to people. It's a cool idea. It's a cool idea, but if you want to help us get there, you can help us get there in other ways. As we've told people in the past, slow, measured growth. If we encounter issues, we fix those issues. Yeah. We kind of regret not buying more lowers as well. We should have. We thought they'd be available. Oh, screw it. I'll just fix this real quick. Yeah, we thought they'd be available, and then what happened happened. We should annex Needles, California, because they're right on the border with Arizona. Which slides? Our slides? Yeah, for a complete, and we use an ELD performance barrel and an SCT manufacturing parts kit. Okay, there might be a bit of lag or delay in the video. I have to make a quick text. Okay, should be reconnecting. Okay, sorry about that. Just wanted to... We're going to help people out as fast as we can. Let's see. We are going to do SHOT Show 2026 in January. That's going to be in Las Vegas. So it'll be... Well, we're not 100% sure on who all is going, but should be 3 or 4 of us. Maybe 5 of us. Oh, I see. Okay. Actually, Below Average Utah Dad, you might be able to go as a gun tuber, as media. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you mentioned it. Dust Cover Actual, what's going on? That is going to be an interesting... Actually, yeah, that might be something for your page too, Dust. If you can go. SHOT Show is happening in January 2026 in Las Vegas. And gun tubers... Last year, gun tubers could go. They registered as media. I'm not entirely sure how they did it because we went there with MMC Armory. Rich might know. Rich, do you attend SHOT Show? I know you were doing goals, right? And then we know Got Gamage went to GunCon in Ohio. He was on the panel. Well, the problem, Johnny B, is that they're over flooded with voters who are against them, and then they send some of their voters to our states. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, we just had to get out of California, but we're going to vote the same exact way. One of my favorites, I was getting coffee at Quick Trip, a little convenience store, gas station, for those of you who don't know. And I was open carrying at the time. Holstered, had a retention holster, whatever. Went in, got my stuff, was getting ready to leave, and there's this lady in there. And there's also some police officers there. The cops are also getting coffee or sodas or whatever. And she goes up to one of the cops and says, that man over there has a gun. And of course, the cop is now instantly alert. And then he sees what's going on. He sees me. He comes over, talks to me. And we ended up having a quick conversation. Just like, oh, hey, nice holster, nice gun. And he's like, going back and forth. Turns out we both shop at the same gun shop at the time. And so goes over and he's like, ma'am, carrying firearms is legal in Arizona. He's like, he goes and asks her, like, you know, did he unholster it? And she's like, well, no, it just stayed right where it was. Good to go. It's like, where are you from? California. Yep, Arizona. Open carry, concealed carry. It's legal here. Nobody cares. They might ask you, hey, what gun shop did you get that from? Like, for those of you that have seen my Ruger Vaquero, I used to carry that when I was doing gun advocacy. Not because it was tactically advantageous, but because it caught attention. And it looks nice. I mean, it's very Arizona-y, despite it being made in New Hampshire. Are you going to announce your G43X slide at SHOT Show? Life willing, the 43 will be done by the year's end. So yeah, we would be able to announce it at SHOT Show. So last time we went to SHOT Show, so back in January this year, we brought a bunch of slides with us. So we intend to do the same thing. We're going to bring a bunch of slides, different Cerakote styles, different colors, and hey, have a good one, Rich. Thanks for popping in. So we are going to bring more slides with us, and so people get to check them out and take a look at stuff. People get and what we're going to try and do is, this is where we need more people, is the first time we went, only 2 of us went, and everyone else had to stay back at the shop and take care of the shop, which is, you know, perfectly understandable. You got to keep the business running. Background checks to buy ammunition is freaking stupid. But this time around, we're going to have 2 people, I think, wandering, and 1 or 2 people hanging out at the booth. I don't know, open carry gas always seems silly to me. Oh, yeah. When I opened carry at the time, it was because I was doing 2A advocacy. I was really into doing the Second Amendment sanctuary. I was trying to get in with gun clubs, local 2A organizations, national 2A organizations, letter writing campaigns to politicians, senators, governors, the president, law enforcement leaders across the nation. So at the time, it was like, hey, we're open carrying. Hey, we're doing this thing. Come talk to us. And we were able to get, and well, the big goal was to get people to come join us at the range. And we actually got some people. And most of those people were like, oh, so all these things like people are anti-gunner politicians are talking about are wrong. And it's like, yes, they are wrong. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, like Sheila Jackson Lee. God, that woman is either the most ignorant person on firearms ever, or she's doing it on purpose. She is, for someone who's in Texas, that's just so sad. Stiffler, DSA Fall, M1A1, PRT 91, designate DRM build. Decisions. I don't know, I kind of always wanted an M1A from Springfield, so probably that. The question is, do I get it in like the wooden furniture, or do I get it all tactical? I kind of want to go with the wooden furniture. Gives it that battle rifle feel, you know? But the M1A SOCOM, I don't know, man. It looks sweet. Hey, Stay Dangerous, what's going on? Just talking about gun slides. I got a bunch of PSAs in. Man, YouTube is always playing games. What are you talking about? Hey, we're up to 739 subs, people. That is freaking awesome. Damien Christian, what's going on? So I made a big boo-boo. Well, not big. It's still useful. So I ordered the Palmetto State Armory 3-pack, where I got a compact dagger, a full-size dagger, and a micro dagger. The problem is the full-size dagger is a full-size short, so it's more like a 19X frame. So it's great for 19s, not great for 17s like I thought it was going to be. Which sucks. Actually, I think I can show that too. Quick little magic trick. Okay, put you here, put you here. You don't have a UPK or anything, but you should still slide on just fine. Oh no! I did it too far. I'm not touching guns. Here we go. So, as you can see, travels down just fine, but here is the full-size short. Just a smidge too short for the 17. We're getting some SCT full sizes in, but this was supposed to be a 3-pack, so I could have a 17, a 19, and a 43. And what it ends up being is a 19X, a 19, and a 43. So, oh well, it is what it is. Let's do that quick swap again. You live and you learn. Oh my God, faster than the ATF. There's just no way. He's just too fast. Okay, and I recognize that the former director had a switch. I'm still going to make fun of it. Yep, I'm looking at it right now. I screwed up. It's a full-size S frame. Come on. How did I do that? How did I miss the letter S? Stiffler, for God's sake. Full-size S. It's bullcrap. That said, I'm not sure any of you should really pay for all of the PSA frames that are colored. What you should do is find a tan frame on sale and then Cerakote it. So you remove your lower parts kit and then just Cerakote the frame. There you go. So it looks like they got like a Robin's Egg Tiffany style. Yep, Robin's Egg blue, zombie green, bright purple, some kind of pink. Just Cerakote it. See, this is what I get for reading. Did they not even have a full size? It's just full size S? That's what I'm seeing here. I screwed up. I done did screwed up. Also, they're charging like, I mean, granted, that's, you know, a decent price, probably. But $100 compared to like 40 to 60. Son of a bitch. Okay. Which one was the saber for? Which one does the saber frame? And why is it $230? God damn. Wait, the saber frame is a Gen 3. Why is it $230? I mean, I see that they've got some sort of rubber stippling on here. And it's got a nice camo color, but I can do that camo. Why would I? No. We can get someone to stipple it for us. Why? Why? That's outrageous. Have you ever had In-N-Out? Yes. Also, you know, Stiffler's pretty good at the old In-N-Out. Better quality control? Yeah, maybe. But still, for a frame? I'm flabbergasted. Flummoxed, as it were. The shenaniganery. And feel free to ask any questions, otherwise I'm just some crazy vet talking to himself. So I sit back in here in my squeaky chair. I was looking at the camo one. It's like $230 or more. It's ridiculous. Oh, when should I go to the range? Not this weekend, because I got to do a bunch of on-call type stuff, but maybe next weekend. Yeah, maybe we can do next weekend. That'd be cool. Shame they won't let me record there. Love to do a recording. Let's take a look at the orders. Do some tracking. Oh, that's moving pretty quickly. Nice. Nice. Delivered, still shipping. What the hell? Well, screw you, South Carolina. Process through next facility, Tennessee. Okay. And it's supposed to be going to Tennessee, so okay. Good to go. Good to go. Good job, Postal Office. Doing your job. How about any of you guys trying to attend SHOT Show? Go visit Vegas, check out the Strip. It was a good event for, I guess, meeting and greeting. You know, talking to people, meeting other companies, shaking hands, that kind of thing. Like, we got to meet John Crump while we were there. You know, we got to meet Jack of all trades, a bunch of other people. Any of you content creators, you know, figure out if you go. You know, you can use it as for part of your channel. Hey, you're at SHOT Show. You can go check out all the vendors, all these manufacturers, all these distributors. See what new things they're working on. Might not be a bad idea. Hey, we're at 740. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Guys, just 260 to go. 260 till we do our slide giveaway. Oh, sorry, Don. I didn't see your question there. When you open carried, what sidearm did you use? Let's see. Primarily, I used the Ruger SR9 back then. Occasionally, for events, I would use the Ruger Vaquero. Yeah, I like the Ruger SR series. Not sure Ruger ever really should have did away with it. Maybe just improved it. I mean, the takedown was easy. You didn't need tools. The cleaning was easy. The E series was even better because, I mean, you don't really need a loaded chamber indicator. Plus, the SR series was made in Arizona, so I mean, you know, got to give it points for that. Ruger has a factory up in Prescott. Don't have too much experience with Walthers, actually. Years ago, back when we were first starting getting into guns, we didn't exactly have the money to be getting a lot of different brands. So we were into Smith & Wesson, Canic, Glock, Ruger. What was affordable at the time that wasn't like junk. Didn't really venture out too far at the time. And then by the time the business came, all the money went into that. Buying new guns is incredibly difficult. Heck, buying these frames, like, yeah, I'm going to get some use out of them, but it's also mostly because I get to use them for the business, too. So we'll get to use them for testing, range practice, measurements. Yeah, it'll be useful to have them. Less time buying toys for us, I guess. And then, of course, we're still doing our slide swap program. Did that with Don J. We did that with another guy. Actually, we did it with a couple other people. So if you guys have slides that you don't like anymore, consider reaching out to us. Maybe you have a Glock 26 and you just don't like it. Or maybe you got something from some other manufacturer and you don't like it. Reach out to us. Or maybe you had some kind of crazy catastrophic malfunction, and you know, if it's a good enough story and you're not at fault, and maybe we can help you out. We did that for one guy with his Remsport R19. Got him one of our Stiffler slides. Swab Jockey, how are you? Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. $7.40 on the subs. You guys are awesome. Once we hit that 1K, we're doing a Viper slide giveaway. Still don't know what we're going to paint it, but it'll be a Viper. We manufacture Glock slides aftermarket that fit the Generation 19 or Generation 3 19 and 17, and we're working on the 43. The 6th Needler gun? Can't say I'm very familiar with it, if at all. Let's do a quick search. Oh. It's a CO2 air pistol that shoots darts. That's kind of neat. Check that out. That's interesting. If some tweaker ever pulls one of these on me, I'm going to be so freaking pissed. Hold 6 darts. Shot energy 7.6 foot-pounds. 398 feet per second. Yeah, they had some quality control issues a while back. Don J can tell you about one of his that he got. I believe it was the Cub slide. And they weren't very great with their customer service on returns for a lot of people. Which, I mean, I get to a degree, don't be wrong. Dealing with some people is an absolute nightmare. But... And not everybody's great with customer service to that degree. And if that's not your area, like if you're a great, amazing machinist or a programmer or whatever, but you can't do customer service, you got to get somebody who can. Because not everybody can do customer service. And some of the people that can, like, there's, God, there's tens of thousands of Karen videos out there. Those people are blessed in some way. Extreme penetration, poor cavitation, though. Yeah. I think it would piss someone off, and it would be stopped sometime later. Oh, the guy that cut your Gen 20 or your Glock 23 Gen 2 slide messed up a little. What did he mess up? Was he doing like an RMR optics cut, or what was he doing to it? Oh, one screw hole almost went out of the slide. Okay. Is it still functional? Wild. Is that an aftermarket or is it an OEM? Oh, my first thoughts on the dart gun? Man, that might be something like I get the kids sometime in the future. Sounds like it looks like it'd be fun. But if I ever got shot with one, I'd be really frickin' pissed. Many moons ago, I used to be a night manager at a convenience store, and we had that happen. A guy came in with a frickin' BB gun and tried to rob the place. And I was in the back doing, frickin' paperwork. And the employee jumps over the counter and just starts beating the crap out of him. And my personal opinion, hey man, good job. But since it was caught on store camera, we all knew what was going to happen. They were going to fire him. So he just finished his shift and he quit. Sticks to bricks? It sticks to frickin' bricks? I kind of want one now. God damn. What's the range? I imagine any kind of windy condition, especially just sub of 400 FPS, is going to move it. $160, huh? That's wild. Oh, hey, Stony Danza. No, I was talking about an incident many years ago when I was working as a night manager for a store. Guy tried to rob the store with a BB gun, and he got the crap kicked out of him for it. Hey, Swab Jockey, feel free to reach out to us, man. Sales at stifflermanufacturing.com. Or hit us up on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. But yeah, if you're looking to get rid of that, we might say yes to that. Because that's interesting. The ones we don't take, really, are if it's obvious you did the damage yourself. Because, I mean, at that point, I have taken perfectly functioning slides before. Like, don't break it. Like, don't break it. If it works, we might take it anyway. Gotta get a nail gun. I remember that crap when I was a kid. Guys working on houses and stuff, just be popping soda cans on their break. Nail gun. Yeah, I recommend for reloading, everybody try out a Lee loader kit sometime. You know, if you've got a 38 or, you know, a 45 Colt or something like that, get a Lee loader. Try reloading out, just so you understand the concept. If you look at the side that has the chamber cut, you can see where the drill went to paper-thin metal at the edge of the slide. Hey, thanks, Ben Bronson. Greatly appreciated it. I'm not sure if we're going to get an RXM. I know Rich did. Flying Rich was in here earlier, and he put one of his slides on it, and it works. You can see the... Oh, God. That's so wild. The 23 is 40 cal, isn't it? That's wild. Thanks for all the subs, everybody. We're getting closer to 800 and closer to that 1K sub giveaway. We're at 742. We're making our way. We're getting there. And if you guys have Facebook and Instagram, feel free to hit us up there too. We post stuff there from time to time. Usually our most up-to-date news when something happens. But we'll also post things like videos of the machines running, you know, painting Cerakote, random stuff like that. Oh yeah, press is way better, but if you're just, you know, dipping your toes into it, they sell these little hand kits that are fine. Watching a dude who just set his suppressor on fire. I have not, no. But I'm looking into, well, eventually we might get a laser engraver, and I'm looking into laser stippling. Oh, there we are. I'll show you guys the wheel we're going to use. So when we do actually hit 1K, we'll do an announcement as to when we're going to do a live. And during that live, people who subscribe to us will be entered into the giveaway. So their name will get put on the wheel, and we'll spin the wheel. And you also have to, if you win, you have to have an American address. We can't ship overseas. And that's because there's laws about shipping gun parts overseas. And these are just people we've followed or who have interacted with us. And some of them have, a lot of them have their own channels. Red Dawn readiness. J Sharp. So yeah, we'll do it that way. So we'll announce it too when we're going to do the live. That way you guys all have a chance to pop in. Two slots. That's wild, man. Diabolical. Hey, we're getting followers on Twitter. Right on. I used the 2x4 to tap with the lead loader and had wood chips all over my living room. In the Gunshine State. We're in the Gun Canyon. I have never tried steel case through it, to be honest. It's always been brass. Usually when we go do a testing, it's just different brands and different grains. You go get Winchester and Blazer and whatever else. You know, get 5 to 10 boxes of different brands, various different grains. 115, 147, so on. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with Gen 6. And we'll see what happens with all these new models they're doing. I know Glock has discontinued quite a few, but we'll see what happens. Got 100 for 30 cents a round a few weeks ago and want to shoot it off and replace with brass. Guess I suppose what kind of barrel. I mean, steel case ammo in 416. I don't know. Don't really use steel case all that much. I have some for my old Russian weapons, but You may find chamber wear and extraction problems with steel case ammo. You may see this more in tight match grade chambers. We're not doing match. Ours are drop-in barrels. You may also see that using steel case can lead to more extractor wear over time. Some steel case ammo is coated in a lacquer, which can melt and leave residue in the chamber, which will foul your chamber, which will require additional cleaning. Okay, good to know. .135 Hornady? Yeah, I believe that's 9mm. I think the censors tried to spank me for smell. Oh, sunshine with a G. Freaking YouTube. Oblong. Bought my first dagger frame and slide, waiting to put it all together and give it a try. Right on, man. Let us know how it does. Hey, we're at 743. That's awesome. What is today? Thursday? Oh, that means there's going to be a... Well, maybe, unless he has something happen. There's going to be a DLD live tonight. So DLD After Dark. Yeah, if he does a live, I'll pop into his. And you guys can see me over there. So when you do the live, how long does the winner have to claim? Haven't fully decided on that yet. They do have to participate in the live chat. Yep, Damian Christian's going to be over there. He usually does them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes stuff happens and he doesn't, but... You'll find, as you bounce around, a lot of the gun content creators and businesses, they kind of know each other. So like EDC was in here, Tactical Llama, Chanson, DLD After Dark, J-Dog, Dust Cover Actual, Below Average Utah Dad, The Reaper, John Crump News, Theo's Guns, FV Ordnance, Local Prepper, Flying Rich Firearms, Rando Wayne, Strembuli Law, G23, KO Knives, Bullseye Ben, The Arms Room, Red Dawn Readiness, Ghost, Melly 556 NATO, The Gun Guy. Not you. I only follow you because you're a scumbag. Papa's Pew Pews. Who else are we on here with? Oh, man, of course, you still got to have Hickok 45. Mud and Munitions, 2A Veteran, Tactical Dad, Pistol Pete's World, or Worldwide. Magazine Magic. RTT Guns and Gear. And the list keeps going. Just like, we all end up knowing each other over time. Twisty's Gun Show. Frag Out Design Studios. Brookside Firearms. NDG Training. Desert Tactical. Patriot Arms. Darkwater Knives. Yep. The list is longer, but I'm tired of saying stuff now. Oh, how long have we been in this? Just over 2 hours? Dang. All right, I'll be on for just a few more minutes. Unless you guys have more questions, feel free to ask. Oh yeah, Damien Cruz. Yeah, Frag Out Design Studios is awesome. Oh yeah, Gideon Optics. Gideon Optics, we know him on there. Of course, you're all hanging out with Stiffler Manufacturing. Oh yeah, you're that dude that had issues with Geisler. If I'm right, he actually bought some of our slides for a little while, but he didn't know he was buying our slides. So a while back, our slides were white labeled. They are no longer white labeled. So people were buying our product but didn't know they were buying our product. And so they reached out to us and they're like, hey, why are you copying from these people? Yeah, that was fun. Oh, but now he's getting something different. Not one of ours. Similar to one of ours, though. Looks like it's similar to the Mercury. Or, sorry, similar to the Turbo slide. More of an oblong shape. Still has those canted grip serrations. But not as much of a good chamfered edge. I bet it's 416 too. Doesn't say what steel it is, so that's usually a good sign that it's 416. With the exception of rock slides. You don't know what it is. Nobody knows what it is. Oh, how do you like the... well, you said it looks cool, but how do you like it? I've heard some people complain, or at least theorize, that they believe it might crack because it's clear. Okay, that's good. I know people were concerned about it, but obviously I have not had that frame, so... Actually, I haven't had a single Geisler. I know some of our customers have, but I've never used it, so... I have no opinions on Geisler. Kind of like grit grips. I've never used one, but I know our customers have. I will say grit grips looks kind of cool. All right, everybody, I think that's where we'll cut it. Not getting too much more than that, but we're Stiffler Manufacturing. We turn bars of 17-4 stainless steel into gun slides for the Generation 3 Glock 19 and Glock 17. We are working on the Glock 43. We're planning on going to SHOT Show 2026 in Las Vegas. So that's coming up this January. We have a potential sale coming up in September. Still working on that, seeing if we're going to do that. We are doing our 1K giveaway once we hit 1K subs on YouTube. So, like and sub. Check out our content for the latest and what we do as a business. And thank you for so much for coming in here and hanging out with us. Thanks for the likes and subs. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. And as always, stay 2A every day.